The thing is, what's really ironic and what's really funny is that these people who say that they're anti-racist and they're working on being anti-racist, they were being what's known as woke scolded by the host constantly. And I'm willing to bet, I would actually bet serious money that they're going to look at themselves in the mirror and say, wait a minute, I didn't deserve that abuse. And it's going to plant the seed. It's going to make them rethink everything that they thought they knew about being anti-racist. And they're going to just realize, probably, they're just going to realize, no, I'm not actually racist at all. There's no one thing in my life that I've ever done that's racist. So why the am I punishing myself? She's actually doing a service. The host was actually doing a service, but not the kind of service I think she thought she was doing. That's what I meant when I said that she's very I'm sorry, I'm not getting my words out right. That's what I meant when I said that she has no self-awareness whatsoever. They never do. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found the best anti-racist on TikTok, if not the world. You gotta check this out. So yeah, this is a TikToker by the name of Nuggets and Chicken. And every now and then she'll hold a live stream on TikTok, asking white people why they think they're racist, or if they're racist, or even if they know what racism means. And a lot of people will join her live and chime in, and then either get thrown out if they happen to disagree with the host, or be argued down to a tiny speck of humanity, as you're about to see. Just prepare yourself.
I know you. Can you just tell me?
No, because it won't stick. I want you to critically think.
Okay. I'm so nervous. I can't think.
So basically, Nuggets and Chicken has argued the panelist down right to the point where the panelist doesn't feel like she's able to say anything, or that whatever she says will be the wrong thing. And if she says the wrong thing, then she's somehow racist, or, I don't know, a piece of shit or something.
Well, I need you to think, right? If a person is not racist, do they have to try to be not racist?
No.
So why would you, as a, quote, not racist, have to try to be not racist if you're not racist?
Because it's simply not enough to not be racist now, right? You have to be anti-racist in ways that you can't even possibly fathom. Or at least according to this fucking host, as you're about to see.
Well, I guess I failed the test, didn't I?
It's not about failing a test. I just want you to critically think. The test has been done failed.
Nah, that's not true at all. She merely reconstructed the argument or the debate or whatever it was into a bottleneck formation so that the panelists could only think or talk in a very linear way if it's agreeable with the host's way of thinking.
What are you doing to not be racist?
Ensuring that I'll look at all human beings as though they are human beings and not.
That is external to you. I'm asking, what are you doing to remove your racism?
I guess I don't know.
Okay, cool. Do you know how someone could do that?
I mean, I guess by actively working to take down the systems that oppress people and allow people to just excuse the oppression of BIPOC individuals.
Cool. You are the system.
Yeah. So
how are you gonna unracism your ass?
By actively ensuring that I consider my own emotional comfort and don't allow other people's perceptions of me to get in the way of my emotional thinking, so that when I am listening or when I'm observing someone who's telling a story or that they are giving their experience of it, that I don't let my personal feelings come into it.
This Scottish lady entered this live fully accepting that she's racist by default because she's white. She opened up saying that black people cannot be racist to white people, that we live in a systematically racist society, all the usual talking points and buzzwords, but it still wasn't good enough.
Like, and actively trying not to center myself.
So you just talked about how other people view you, which is a tenet of white supremacy. What I'm asking is, what are you doing to remove the racism in you?
See, for me, I would do. I thought that, you know, making an active effort to fight against the systems, as well as
And you are the system, so what are you doing to fight against yourself?
remaining open and consciously aware of the truth. All the time, like always being in pursuit of the truth and not letting emotions cloud.
Scrambling, trying to be accepted by the host. Let's see if it worked.
Like, not letting my emotional comfort take any precedence over what the actual truth is.
Okay, and what is the truth?
The truth is that the systems of oppression have been allowing the mistreatment of BIPOC individuals with the excusal and instilling of fear and the excusal of the mistreatment by white people.
Fuck, that's horseshit.
Who don't speak about these issues as often as they should, who don't actively fight against the systems as often as they should, who don't call for revolution, who don't call for...
Why do you keep saying they?
Yeah. Why do you keep saying they? Don't separate yourself from the actual racist people now. You're white, remember? You should be saying we, not they. You're not an observer. You're not standing on the outside looking in. You are in. You're just as bad as the oppressors that you're talking about. You're not going to get out of this.
Because there's a group of people that aren't doing enough.
And who is that group?
That would be white people.
Are you white?
I am.
Why do you keep saying they?
Because I can both simultaneously be white whilst also acknowledging that I am a human being as well.
What does that have to do with you saying they?
Well, they was just in reference to people that aren't doing enough.
And who are those people?
White people.
And what race are you?
White.
So why do you keep saying they?
Instead of we?
Are you a different white?
No.
So why do
No.
you keep saying
Obviously
they?
I'm not. Because there are people who are actively brainwashed and
Did you hear what she just said? There are people that are actively brainwashed. Good God.
there are people who are actively
who are
working
they?
against it.
And who are those people?
That I can't specifically give a full of who, because everybody has been indoctrinated into this system, right? Everybody has been, to a degree, right? These systems harm
So
everybody.
remember that bullshit you just told me about? I'm gonna make sure I don't sink into my right to comfort, and now you're running into it.
No,
You're-
I'm not
renting
sinking
to it.
into my comfort. I'm saying that the systems harm everybody, which is a fact.
Now you're getting defensive and like.
I'm not
elevating
getting
the-
defensive. You're actively changing what I just said. I'm telling you
No,
that the systems
you're-
harm everybody,
you're
which is a
doing it.
fact. The systems don't benefit everybody because the systems allow for the mistreatment of human beings, whilst
So the
other
system
human
is
beings are
harmed.
allowed to sit back.
Okay, so the system has
watch what
harmed
happens.
everybody. How has it? How
Aye.
has the system harmed white people?
Because white people are not immune from the biases
How is
that
that?
can.
How has that harmed white people? How have
It's not-
biases harmed white people?
because, but in the same way that biases can harm anybody,
How
biases can harm
have
a
white
white
people
person.
how have biases that white people have harmed white people?
Well, there are colorist situations where people have been colorist against white people, and it's hard to
It's
people have been
what?
colorist. This is a fact. It's not. I'm not saying that they've been racist to them, because white people can't experience racism, but they
I
have
need
been
my people
white people
to be
can
so
experience.
fucking serious.
How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you?
Yeah, good. So what's this live about then? So you seem to be the one that's racist and not everybody else.
Goddamn right.